Previously on iRight.
I just had an episode there with Lincoln, so...
Lincoln again, eh?
Nah, not like that.
What happened to him now?
I had to arrest Lincoln.
What?
But I just washed that piece of wig she had on her head. They think I joking.
Louise?
You should have seen her. She came in my face. I would not have it. I wonder,
Louise?
Link, I'm trying everything I can to get you out.
Well, you're not trying hard enough, Cynthia.
Lincoln, what more you expect me to do? I have done all I can. You are the one that need to control yourself. Obviously, you have not learned anything while you are here.
I tell you, when I come out, I pass in my watch on all of you. Be hell and damnation when I finish with you all. Now, finish guaso.
Court. Court is in session.
Clerk, what do we have today?
The Queen versus Lincoln George of Laclery Castries.
It's you. I'm not surprised. Where is your counsel, Mr. George?
I've been into this long enough. I think I can take care of myself. As a matter of fact, I don't even know why the hell I am doing
Watch
this.
your language in my court, Mr. George. I'd strongly advise against not having counsel represent you.
That's right.
Clerk, with the charges.
You are arrested and charged for that you, on July 22nd, 2019, about 4 p.m., in Laclery situate near the city of Castries, within the 1st Judicial District of this state, did unlawfully assault Mrs. Cynthia George.
What the...
Mr. George! You will be given a chance to respond.
Contrary to Section 426 of the Criminal Code, Chapter 3.1 of the Revised Laws of St. Lucia 2013, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Obviously not guilty.
Not now I tell you to come. Now you come in. You think I have all day? I might think to do you no boy.
But I told you that I was busy.
Busy doing what?
I was just going
I don't care what you are doing. We have some serious business to deal.
Matoto, the last time, I told you I didn't want anything to do with you and any of your zeze.
Shh, Stephen. You do not know what you're talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about. You forget I heard everything Lincoln said. And you made me drink that nasty thing. You an evil woman.
Oosh, you have no idea. But you're also forgetting a very, very important piece of information I know about you.
About me? Matoto, I can go to the police about this. You trying to blackmail me?
Nigga, please. Blackmail? Blackmail what? Blackmail what?
I know everybody blackmailing these days. And you don't scare me.
Scare you? You think that's what I'm trying to do? You're joking.
But you had no right to give me anything to drink to tie me to Kina.
Kina? Kina? You think this is about Kina? You think I don't know about your escapades with little Miss Goody Two-Shoes?
What you talking about?
All this time when everybody think people is your friend, people helping themselves to people's property. Wait, how long have you been good friends with Evan?
Matoto, you're not making any sense.
Of course I'm not making any sense.
What you getting at? Just make your point.
How long have you and Evan been friends?
Since when that's any of your business? You always in other people's business.
Stephen, trust me. You are in the company of friends.
Friends? Friends? Matoto, you are hardly a friend to anybody.
Of course I am your friend. You think I know the secret you and somebody holding from the family?
As I said, you are not making any sense. Plus, whatever happened to Kina and me is in the past. And you made me drink that nastiness.
You keep saying Kina, Kina. Kina is in the list of my worries. I like you, you know. Better than that Al fella that holding on to Evan's heel. You and me are alike in so many ways.
Woman, I'm nothing like you.
You sure?
Of course.
So how come everybody else afraid to come to my house and you always want to come there?
Well, just that I'm not afraid of you. Who you think you are?
Exactly. Who's a book in the chair?
What magic is she saying now?
By the way, how is Louise?
But how is me you asking? And why you always asking me about them people? Is your family that there? I mean, I'm their friend, but you the grandmother.
Yes, I know, but you get to see them more than I do, so...
So what?
Di wè sa ki ka pase epik se moun la?
Ma Toto, ma konet sa fay se moun la. Wou ki ni pou mande yo pou kom?
Eh. So like that you like it?
Now that woman going on like she mad. Ma Toto, if you have nothing to tell me or to offer, I think I will have to leave.
Leave and go where? Eh? Everybody at the courthouse. Well, that is except for Louise. She home alone. You going and keep her company?
Woman, I'm not your papi show.
So how is Trudy?
What?
Trudy. All of a sudden you're deaf now.
How the hell I should know? Why you don't ask her parents?
Oh.
Ma Toto, these kinds of questions make no sense. It's as if you want to trap me.
No, why you think I want to trap you? Just so.
But you tell me you have message for me, call me here, and it's nothing. The last time you give me some magie to drink, what you want to do now?
Okay. How is your family?
Ma Toto, my mother is fine, my father is okay, and my brother...
Aren't you missing
there.
somebody?
What? Who else could there possibly be?
What about your daughter?
My daughter? Ma Toto, you know I don't have children. I only have one godchild, and that's Trudy. Try that.
You sure about that? I tell you, mess with my Toto, She know everything.
What you trying?
Stephen, when you all young people doing your all thing, you all think people stupid? There is one thing you did not know about Evan, and it's I alone that know.
What nonsense.
Yes, it is nonsense until you get the sense. Okay, Tanwi?
But you're not making sense.
Let me tell you that. When Evan was a little boy, for some strange reason, he could not pee. Everything the doctors did could not work. So one day, he come to me crying, "Mama, it's burning. So I had to help my baby. The thing I gave him stopped the problem forthwith, and my boy was able to pee freely. Me pee, sorry. But it created another problem.
Okay, how is that my business?
Well, I noticed how close all the three of you were. Evan, Louise, you. And I noticed how you and Louise used to get along even when Evan was around, and more so when Evan was not around.
So, what's your point?
You have been good friends with Evan and Louise for how long?
I don't know, maybe from secondary school?
So you did not know about his little problem? And that you and Louise have been carried on in your little dirty little secret for all those years?
The point?
The point, my dear Stephen, is in your point. Evan shoots blanks. And Trudy, in fact, is not your godchild, but your very own daughter.
Evan, I don't even know what to say to you.
Well, I am my father's son.
We are all our father's children.
Yeah, but when I look back on things, can I check I thinking just like the man? You know I raised my hand on Louise once? I didn't hit her though.
Boy, that would have been messed up.
Yeah.
But how come you never knew Daddy used to beat up Mommy so badly?
Kina, I don't even know. Maybe he never registered. Maybe I thought, that's what makes a man a man. One day, I had just come from work and Louise had not cooked. I was hungry as a dog and mad as hell.
But Louise works outside of the home just like you, Evan.
Yeah, but I did not care.
But wait. You're telling me that even though Louise working the same 8-hour job like you,
Mm-hmm.
and y'all get home at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
she's the one who is obligated to cook?
Oh, yes, Kina.
Shoot, man, you're crazy.
Nah, that's just how I felt. I would get on and act ignorant just like Daddy would.
But Ev, you ain't knowing your daddy, yeah?
Kina, you don't even know. I remember a time when my food was on the table cold.
Oh no. Tell me you did not do the daddy act.
Girl, I look at Louise to give her one slap. I just hold her plate and voltage it out on the floor and tell her clean it up.
And did she?
Kina, you see the kind of woman Louise is? Clean what?
Gasa, I know my Lulu are eating nice.
You see what she did to the HR manager at the hotel?
She pull her weave out. He wash it like quintedly.
Oh boy, what a woman.
But whatever became of that case?
Well, you know that Labor Department was investigating certain matters of interest.
Uh-huh.
Well, they did find out that I was discriminated against, and I will be reinstated.
At the same hotel?
Well, yes and no.
What you mean?
Well, I'll still be at that hotel, but at another location.
Wow, you make it, boy.
Yep. And if it were not for my Lulu, who fished this woman out,
And to think you could pull a Lincoln on her.
yeah, I was like, Daddy girl.
Evan,
Kina.
if you were truly like Daddy, I would never be able to pass by you.
Girl, you don't even know the last of it.
How come, huh?
Okay, so I knew how Daddy felt about gays from the time I was a little boy. But I sharped from that foolish thinking early. And that's because of Al.
What you saying?
You know I've always been soft-spoken, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, the children used to call me names too. You're probably too young to remember how I used to come home with burst head, bloody nose, sometimes even limping.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, you were too small.
So, continue.
So, well, I didn't have any male friends at the time.
Why?
Well, you know, they thought I was strange. You know, homo.
Well, people thought you were homo in those days?
Yeah, because I was soft-spoken and kind of timid.
And today, things have not changed. Wow.
Well, Kina, will that ever change?
Hey, don't change your topic. Al.
Oh, yes. So, well, when I was being beat up, only one person stood up for me.
Al?
Correct. I was the only one who used to come to pick me up.
But wasn't he, the way he is?
Oh, yes, Kina. From the time that boy's small, he flamboyant.
Yeah, so why didn't you attack him as well?
To be honest, I think the children were afraid of him.
Why?
I don't really know. His tongue, maybe? You know I'll have a sharp tongue.
Yeah, and you were an easy target because of your dull tongue.
Kina, I was too soft-spoken.
Wow. You were discriminated because of your voice, eh?
Yep.
Wow. And up to a day like today, things have not changed.
Nope.
But why were you so afraid to speak, Evan?
I don't even know. I guess Daddy said enough.
What do you mean, Daddy said enough?
Kiki, Daddy shouted so much. I don't know. I felt like he took my voice.
Huh?
Ooh. I guess Daddy's abusive ways were just so loud. I never really knew what to say or even how to say it.
Prosecution, please ensure that full disclosure is made on the defense counsel no later than August 2, 2019. Clerk, a date please.
6 weeks' time, Your Honor.
6 weeks?
Your Honor, if I may.
Please.
Your Honor, as you consider adjourning this matter, prosecution is objecting to bail.
What? Mr. George, there will be no outbursts in my court.
Come on! Isn't this taking a joke too far?
Mr. George, any more from you and I'd find you in contempt of court. Counsel?
Thank you. Your Honor, you've heard the charges. Mr. George did not even consider the presence of officers of the law when he viciously attacked Mrs. George. This behavior demonstrates that there is very little regard for the law, and so we are putting the defendant at risk by allowing Mr. George any sort of freedom until his date in court.
Your Honor, this is grossly unfair. I spent almost 30 years serving this country as a police officer. I have been responsible for many misfits sitting at Bodily right now. Some that you yourself sentenced. Today you telling me that the state of St. Lucia wants to keep me in here for something as petty as this? I mean, come on.
Petty, Mr. George? I am not sure if we are following on the same page here, Mr. George. But those charges against you is anything but petty. And it is because you consider these as petty, which is why you chose to represent yourself again. I urge you to please reconsider.
I cannot believe what I'm hearing. I slapped my own wife in the privacy of my home when it's she that pushed me in it, you know. And you're considering me getting locked up? But what exactly is going on here? You're showing absolutely no respect to a tired servant of the state.
Right here, Your Honor, we have the victim, bruised and battered.
Mrs. George, could you stand up, please? Mrs. George, I understand that this may be very difficult for you. However, I have to ask, do you believe that you may experience physical abuse from the defendant if released?
Cynthia, open your bloody mouth and say something. Get me out of this foolishness. Let this puppy show end.
Silence, Mr. George! You do not want to test my patience right now. I am not in the mood for any of your nonsense. You are lucky I don't sentence you for contempt of court right now. Now you keep quiet. Mrs. George, I take it that your silence means that you concur with the prosecutor. Mr. George, you are really pushing me, eh? You're really pushing me. Lincoln George, regardless of your circumstances or your special upbringing, you have absolutely no right to inflict bodily harm or mental harm to any other. Your indespicable manners have brought you to this place today. Look at your wife, Mr. George. Look at her! You have made her to look less than human. Bail denied. This court is adjourned to August 14, 2019.
Wait,